So I wanted to discuss what I learned from another YouTuber who bought a Ford Lightning EV. Um, and yeah, if you're planning on taking a trip with your EV vehicle, and it's more than, let's put this in reality terms. Say your EV gets 300 miles to a battery. So say if your trip is 500 or 600 miles, think about all the extra planning you are going to need to do and charging stations you're going to need to find to make your trip. Very interesting. So yesterday we went to a generic charging station and it was nothing but issues, so we couldn't get the vehicle to charge. And some YouTuber commented, well, you're supposed to warm the battery. Dude, we were driving the car around, the battery was warm. So we stopped to try and charge. It didn't work out right. So he had to drive another 15 minutes to another charging station, which is Wawa EV Supercharge. And he was asking kilowatts and all this stuff. What does that matter, dude? We're just talking about charging your vehicle. So you're out and about, you're driving around, you're not paying attention to your battery, and here you go, you need to charge up to make it home. Well, plan on 40 minutes at a Wawa Tesla charging station to charge your EV vehicle up to full battery. So that's a lot of downtime for you in your vehicle. So, talking to my brother, I'm saying, dude, I would rather go to a gas station in 5 minutes, fill up, and be on my way instead of consuming almost an hour of my time. And think about this, adding this to your trips. So if you're a short commute person, I would say an EV vehicle probably makes plenty of sense, but so would a gasoline vehicle. I mean, if you're not driving a whole lot, how much gas are you really putting in the car? How much fuel are you really putting in the car? You're really not. I mean, if you drive back and forth to the doctors and back and forth to the bank and back and forth to the grocery store, a tank of gas will probably last you 2 months. But if you're taking your EV home, and you plug it in, it's constantly plugged in. So, but again, if you're out and you're planning on making a long trip in your EV, and your EV battery life isn't over 500 miles, it's 300 or less, depending on what the averages of it are. Like I said, I burned 4 miles worth of battery in 2.5 miles. So I'm not really sure there, but I mean, it's something to consider if you're the type of person that has a long commute, stop and go traffic. We'll call long idle times. If you're in traffic, your car's sitting there with the cell phone charger going, the air conditioning, the heater, the wipers, and all that shit. And that burns up battery life. And same thing with a gasoline car, but there's gasoline stations everywhere. I mean, you really don't need to panic. And it's not like someone's going to drive out to you with a AAA or roadside assistance and bring you an EV battery charge. They're going to be towing your shit right off the road. So, long commute vehicles, I don't know if the EV is all that. Something to consider.